Facebook Meta Rebrand. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. As always, it's me again, your host Sophie, from Tony's team. In today's video, we're going to have a look at Meta, the new face and name of Facebook. But is this just a simple rebrand? Of course not. They've got very big plans for the future, and we are very excited to see what Meta will bring to the table. They want to create a meta space, home to a host of virtual and augmented reality tools. They call this the Metaverse. And let us just say that this branding is absolutely brilliant in our opinion. Tony is a big believer in selling products that do exactly what it says on the tin, and in this case, the name is absolutely spot on. But why is Tony making such a big deal out of this? Well, because it's got massive potential. You know how Tony makes so many videos about Tesla and Elon's clean energy projects? How she keep praising these new technologies because they are transforming the entire industry. Well, if Zuckerberg and the company can pull the metaverse off, it's going to be bigger. Much bigger. It could completely change the internet and digital space as we know it. And cars are essential and very practical, but EVs are not exactly accessible for everyone. The metaverse, on the other hand, will be for everyone. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, you'll be able to participate and enjoy the benefits of the platform. It will have a much more significant overall impact on people's lives simply because it will touch almost everyone around the globe. And that's just the first and most insignificant detail. It's all going to leverage innovative augmented and virtual reality elements based on Meta's own tech. Now, of course, we're only talking about potential here. This can be the future, but it will come at the cost of heavy investments. As usual, we are not going to tell you if you should buy Meta stock or not. Instead, we'll give our take on the whole situation, and we'll talk about potential positives and negatives, because there always are at least some downsides, no matter how great the stock. What's happening with Meta? Now, we know this isn't exactly news because Facebook rebranded a couple of weeks ago, but we still think we should touch on it. Facebook changed its name to Meta Platforms. This solidified all platforms owned by the company under the Meta brand: Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp and Oculus. They also announced their new project, the combined AR and VR experience called Metaverse. Zuckerberg expects this metaverse to start the next chapter of the internet. The Metaverse. The Metaverse platform is going to use a combination of virtual reality VR and augmented reality AR tech to deliver a next-gen media experience. Zuckerberg promises all the functionality of existing social media platforms with dramatically increased interactivity. Users will be able to connect, play games, explore, shop, work and collaborate together. Or, in other words, most of the stuff you do in the real world, but without the limitations of distance. And you don't need me to tell you that this is just the beginning. There is the initial pitch. The way they're marketing the pre-launch version of the Metaverse. They're talking about a mixture of the physical and digital world, with augmented reality playing the bigger role. But, as the tech evolves, we wouldn't be surprised to see VR taking over AR, and we might find ourselves in the middle of an actual digital world. The possibilities here are endless. We suspect the metaverse will quickly find its way into education, business, shopping, and even people's leisure time. Just think about it. Video conferences, real-time messaging, seamless social media-like experience, games. Right now, all of these things require using specialized apps and programs, maintaining multiple accounts across several platforms, and a bit of time and patience to learn the specifics. Just think about the potential revenue streams from brands and advertisers. The numbers. For 2021, Meta has already put over $10 billion into its Metaverse division. This is a considerable amount of money, and it will obviously hurt their short-term profitability. Naturally, there are a lot of investors out there who don't like the idea. Because let's be real here, this is a risky move. We love the potential, but there's no way for Zuckerberg and his team to guarantee that the metaverse will deliver. If there's one thing that long-term investors dislike, it's uncertainty. There is always considerable uncertainty surrounding innovative tech solutions, especially if they're trying to create something that's never been done before. Investment bank Raymond James dropped their price target on Meta, citing that same concern. Bank of America expects that Meta will need to spend an upward of $50 billion just on the platform itself. Analysts are concerned that the sheer scale of the push for this new tech is placing Meta at risk of capital destruction and loss of focus on core business while also leaving them vulnerable to competition. And all of these concerns are very credible. The development of the metaverse will absolutely cost a ton of money and may very well detract from their other products. For a time, they might even lose some users to the competition. However, this is a brand new industry. A whole new level of trend setting and disruption. When the metaverse actually comes out, it will be groundbreaking stuff. If you want to be a trendsetter, if you want to change the face of the digital world, you need to spend these resources. There's just no way around it, really. We've all seen how this sort of innovation plays out before. There are always naysayers and haters. There are even some people who will actively cheer for this project to fail. It happened with Amazon, Netflix, and Tesla. While the competition was biding its time, they were getting further and further ahead. Today, Amazon is the undisputed leader in online shopping, and Netflix is the go-to video streaming platform. And, honestly, if anyone can pull this whole metaverse business off, it's Zuckerberg's team. Resources. Meta currently brings in over $100 billion per year. This number is expected to go up by 37% for 2021 and 20% for 2022. Net income is also looking incredibly solid, with over $40 billion going straight to the bottom line. They've got $75 billion in current assets and merely $18 billion in liabilities. User base. Facebook currently has nearly 3 billion users. And if you add all the other platforms into the mix, you're looking at almost 3.6 billion people. Just to put things in perspective, the current world population is estimated to be about 7.9 billion. I know that Facebook is not that attractive for younger users, but that's mostly because they see it as outdated. Now imagine when this super innovative idea takes off. Do you think it will still be regarded as social media for old people? I doubt it. Technology. Meta is one of the driving forces behind VR tech. They were one of the first companies that got into virtual reality, and they've spent a lot of resources on the Oculus project. Currently, Meta holds about half of the entire market. And, as I already mentioned, augmented and virtual reality tech will play a vital role in this project. The verdict. Tony is very optimistic about Meta's future. She sees a ton of promise in the metaverse and believes that they've got the potential to take the digital world to the next level. Yes, it's not going to be all smooth sailing. They're going to have some issues with profitability, some setbacks, and so on. But that's how innovation happens. They're trying to get ahead of the curve, and if they pull it off, it's going to be incredible. Do Tony expect to see amazing results immediately? Of course not. Tony is a long-term investor, and she is in this for the long game. She is perfectly happy to sit on her shares for years. Tony expects a lot of volatility with this stock, so she will be buying slowly and carefully. She liked to mention that Tony is not a huge fan of the possible implications of this sort of innovation. She is what you'd call a people person, and she enjoys face-to-face conversations a lot more than digital interactions. And, yes, it may sound a bit old-fashioned, but she believes that we're already spending way too much time in front of the screen as it is. Of course, Tony still uses the internet, post on social media, maintain her websites, and so on. She just doesn't spend all of her free time online. She much rather goes out and meet people in person. Self-moderation is the key. Despite all of this, Tony is very positive about the company and their potential. Meta is practically sitting on a goldmine here, and she is going to keep a close eye on both the stock and the tech itself. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you've got questions or ideas about future videos, just drop us a line in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do. To create these videos, take a lot of time and effort, so we need your love, comment, like and share, and we will make sure to create even more interesting videos for you. Don't forget to check our website Lifestyle Tips by Antoaneta.com and grab one of our courses or books. Thank you again for watching. And remember, always stay very motivated.